Hi everybody, it's Terry with Paperologist.blogspot.com, and today I thought I'd tell you about the San Diego area Scrapbook Expo that I just returned from. And Michael's was giving away these sort of backpacky shoulder bags, and they were doing make and takes. I only did one make and take. I was kind of there going for specific themes. I haven't been to a Scrapbook Expo in several years, the local ones. So always have a budget. And I guess my other tip is don't be afraid to bargain, especially if you're there on the last day, because if you've ever done a trade show, schlepping things home and repacking is really not what exactly you want to do. So I was able to pick up a number of these. It's part of Quick Cuts, but they rebranded now, Lifestyle Crafts. And this pennant die, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces, and you can see they're the thin profile flat dies, and these were $18.99. So I also got this cupcake liner die, and comes with the little flower petal cutouts, so that one's kind of neat. All of these were at the same price point, and I just felt like they were a really good deal compared to the Nestabilities, mostly because of the sheer number of pieces. Like this square die is 19 different dies. You can see them in there. And this one is a rectangle, $18.99 again, but you can see all of the pieces here. 16 of those, different sizes. The nesting scallops, really good size ones. I'm trusting that I'm going to be able to cut those with my cuddle bud. Hope for the best on that. Let me get out my plate here. Yep, looks like they're going to fit, so that's really good. And how many scallops again? 15. So $18.99 again. 2 more. This one is a party flag insert, and that looks kind of fun. So you put toothpicks or food picks, and you can see all of those. Though they're low profile, good for paper primarily, not super thick, but cardstock too. 10 of those. And then this nesting frames one. It's a pretty good size, and really what sold me on it was the nesting part. So all of those cutting die sets. And then they were also having a special on the Quick Cuts dies. And the cookie cutter dies are essentially the same kind of low profile die. If you have the extended cutting plate for either your Cuddle Bug, or I have a small little Sizzix machine that will work. So these were 4 for $10. So I got the little fence, the confetti one, which is kind of fun, the Scotty Dog, and then this one is an accordion book. So I thought that was kind of neat too. So what I offered the vendor was, if I bought all these, could I get a better price? And he first said, well, if you buy everything. I said, it won't fit in my car. But his whole booth, he was being facetious. But what he did do was he gave me all of these for free. So that was a great deal, I think. So that was a good chunk of my budget. All these expos tend to have coupons, so look for those. So here's a little dog hanging his head out of the car window. A dachshund, of course, because I love doxy dogs. And then this was a dachshund also. So he could, you know, if you did the right masking thing, he could be hanging his little paws over. They're just plain, plain rubber. You can see that $3.75, $3.75, and $4.25, and then you have to mount them yourself. But that wasn't a big deal to me. They did have a few other mounted stamps. This one is the sentiment here, and this one is cling mounted, and this was the vendor Barkal and Sprinkle. They really had a lot of glitters and embossing powders and what have you. So that's that. Oh, and then another little sentiment. I always have challenges reading these backwards. Oh, it says, what part of woof don't you understand? My dogs do that to me a lot. And then the other thing I really appreciated was, I live in Southern California. I live in the San Diego area. So having the ability to have some Spanish language stamps is always helpful to me. So I thought that this was definitely worth it. And Feliz Cumpleaños, I know, Feliz Aniversario, I think that's how you'd say it, gracias. Some of them are, some of them I know and some of them I don't, so I always ask Oscar to help me. So you can see that they're all cling mounted, and so that was a great set, I thought. Stamps. But so they were doing a 50% off of these, and I just thought the bunnies were totally adorable, even though it's past Easter. So both sets of these, and pull them out so you can see them. Cling mount. So I think they're just super cute. And this one says, you hold a special place forever in my heart. So that's a really nice sentiment and very versatile and then sensational. So I liked that. And then this one just, I thought, had a lot of really nice sentiments. So you can see those. All about love. Folder, which I know has been out for a long time, but it's got this family theme, and I'm going to be working on a baby shower for one of our coworkers, and so I thought that it would be nice potentially to use for the card. So, and it was $3.49, so it was on sale. I didn't buy any Copics, but I did take my list with me, my chart, and then I also wrote down what distress inks that I already own too. And I think this is a really good tip so that you don't double buy things that you already have. And then these little clear stamps. I liked these basic gray stamps. I've had really good luck with how they stamp. This one says so very grateful for you. I like the sentiment, and this was $1. And then these two were 2 for $1. So we'll see how they stamp. I don't have any of these little houses. And then the little we go together like two peas in a pod, I thought was just a nice little cute sentiment. And then I got these, which was part of the Make and Take. And these are called Inca Gold, and this was a variety pack. And the way that this particular vendor did it was, this was $29.99, and this was sort of an impulse buy for me. So if there was anything I probably wouldn't have bought normally, it would have been this. However, the vendor with the Make and Take the Make and Take was $3, so you took $3 off the Make and Take, so that took it to $26.99. And then if you bought anything over $20, they had a coupon online, and if you go to one of these expos, be sure and check the website and print out the coupons, because you just don't know, you might end up using them. And so it took another 15% off of that. So I thought it would be nice to try. You wet them and kind of rub them on with a sponge, so you guys may know what these are a little bit better than I do, but I liked the idea that, you know, you got the variety pack. The woman doing the demonstration said that these tubs go a long ways, so that was good. And they were demonstrating the Spellbinders Grand Adhesions. So there's the product. And this one's called Lava Gold, or Lava Green, excuse me. So that's what they were demonstrating, and what I really wanted to know about the grand adhesion, and this is the case, is that those large dies do not fit in your cuddle bugs. So for me, buying yet another machine is not something that I'm going to invest in at this point in time. So I just kind of pass those up. Here's the make and take, and this was one of the grand adhesion dies, so you can see how big it is. And you can see with my Cuttlebug plate that it just doesn't make it. Like, by a scotch doesn't make it. Because the width. The length, I have the extended plates for my Cuttlebug, so let me pull those out. I actually ordered these through my local scrapbook store. So you can see the extended plates here. Sorry, this video is kind of all over the place, huh? Doesn't fit. So, there you go. These are the grand, I think they're called grand adhesions. Maybe no, that's something else. Anyway, they're the grand whatever nestabilities. And sadly, they're not going to work for me. But what was neat is this particular thing was a frame, the die cut flowers, this part, and so all this was pre-cut out. And I don't know if you're going to catch with the light. It's shimmering a little bit. This was we edged it with this silver one. Oops. Yeah, so that was the make and take, and